Honey, I'm home. Did you miss me? Hello everybody, I hope you're all very well indeed. Welcome back to the Kiki. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining me. Oh my god, can you believe it? We are here, season 8. Count them, 8. The Kiki is back with a vengeance. Darling. Honey, it's a brand new Kiki with a whole new outlook. It is fresh and fabulous and all kinds of yes! You need to get into this gig, girl. To all the people out there that don't know what the Kiki is, this is something that I do. Every time there is a series of RuPaul's Drag Race, I basically review the episodes while we Kiki and talk and chat in the comments below about what we think and what we feel, and we kind of like put the worlds to right. To all my regular subscribers, do not panic. I will still be turning out my regular content of all my underwear reviews and all that kind of jazz, but I will also be adding into the mixture every week an episode of the Kiki where we get to sit together and chat and spill some real tea on what we thought of this week's episode. Remember guys, that this is a community and this is a fun place where we can chuck ideas together and just chat to people, so please feel free to make use of the comment section below. Go nuts, comment and talk to each other, and let's like theorize and strategize and complain and applaud and all that kind of jazz. You know the drill, you've done this before, and we are back. So without further ado, let's get right into this, shall we? Let's talk about entrance outfits, darling, okay? Let's play a game of Who's That Queen? This queen says, do you want to see my cuckoo? Darling, I can already tell you are literally cuckoo. The beauty is here, and it's gone. Too soon? Darling, we are getting fierce up in here this year. We ain't doing no half-stepping. Brutal is thy middle name. I have it on good authority that this queen's hair was on purpose. You know who you are. Who's that queen? This queen is really showing off her charisma, uniqueness, and urban talent. If you know what I'm saying. Seriously though, when Bob the Drag Queen walked in, did you see the faces drop like the Tower of Terror once she climbed onto the table? Like, did you see that? If you didn't see that, like, go back, watch it, and they're just like, oh my god, look, it's a new queen. What the hell is she, what? Are you okay? Do you need medication? Security! Don't say this queen's name 3 times. Because she'll come haunt you through a mirror or some shit, like, darling. Overall, it's got to be said, the queen's entrance outfits were pretty good, apart from, like, Naomi's cliffhangers and, like, you know, Layla's flats. Darling, Drag Race 101, no flats, what? Oh my god guys, and we have now had our 100th queen. Derek Barry is our 100th queen. Though part of me was like, don't tell her that because she really doesn't need another ego boost, I feel. Like, I like her, but I could just tell she's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm the 100th. While we're talking about 100, where's Jiggly? Like, the one queen who is known for saying, I keep it 100, 100 all the time, 100, I keep it 100. Where's she at? Where's she at? For the 100th episode, no Jiggly? Darling. So all the queens have to do their opening photo shoot, as is per normal apart from season 7. And the photo shoot is with all the previous winners. And it's very exciting because it's really nice to see them all together. And like, quite frankly, talking personally, can we talk? Bianca Del Rio has never looked better, has she? Darling, this is the new Kiki. This is 2.0. We are going in for the kill. Also, loving the moment where Acid Betty is like complaining about all these wannabe drag queens who have actually won the competition that she's now in. Who's the wannabe now? But then, like, straight after she says that, BB's like moving her arm out of the way because she's like getting all up in her face, and BB's like, bitch, please. No. Like, Acid is a bitch, and she has a serious attitude problem, but I know it's gonna grate on me. But at the same time, I love it. Like, I kind of love that I hate her, and I hate that I kind of love her. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of sadomasochistic, but there's something very appealing and something very horrible about her at the same time. It's quite fun. And oh my god, Cynthia in that photo shoot was like some kid with ADHD who's had way too much sugar, way too much caffeine, no medication, and like her parents are out of town. She's like living her fantasy. She's just running all over the place like darling, she's like an overexcited chihuahua. So for the main challenge, all the queens are gathered on the main stage, and I kind of hope this is how they do it now. It looked a lot more like Project Runway rather than like just doing it in the workroom. I kind of like this, but we'll see if that goes anywhere. But yeah, so they're all pulled onto the runway, and so RuPaul's like, okay, we're gonna randomly pick a winner who can decide all the challenges that people get given. So he like calls Morgan McMichaels onto the stage, which by the way we saw in the trailer, and I was like, I'm sure that's Morgan, but why would Morgan be on stage? And Morgan does this really weird thing with a ping pong ball. It's like they've just, you know, she's flown in, first flight from Thailand, from the back alleys where she does her shows. So this random ping pong ball just like appears out of nowhere, and Ru doesn't actually reveal the name on it. It just says Robbie Turner, and like for all I know it's just a blank ping pong ball, so I don't really know how that one's worked out. Usually they just like say the winner of the photo shoot challenge is, and then they're the winner of the next bit, but I don't know why they didn't do that. Don't know. Unless, am I missing something here, and was Robbie Turner the winner of the photo shoot challenge? Because quite frankly I thought Naomi did better than him. Whatever. Let me know. That's what the comments are for, darling. So the main challenge this week is super exciting. I have to admit, I was going to be like really shady throughout this entire episode, like of the Kiki, but I was like, you know what? This got me excited when they had all the queens come back and they're saying, right, each queen has a different challenge that they have to complete from previous season. I was like, this is cool. This is what I signed up for. This is what season 8 is all about. So I've got to hand it to you, that was exciting. And so as they're like, you know, bring them out, and Robbie's like, I'm going to give this one to you, and I'm going to give this one to you, and conveniently forgot to take one for herself. And oh my God, Robbie Turner gave Cynthia the fucking sugar challenge, the sugar ball challenge. Are you nuts? She don't need no more sugar. Like, keep that away from her. She's already overexcited and overworked up. She's never going to go to sleep. Like, she's going to be awake for easily 4 days, right? And you give her the sugar ball challenge? And so finally this year, we actually get to see some workroom banter and a little bit of stuff going on, find out about the girls' you know, history, because that was like severely lacking last year. Am I right? Like, preach. But we actually got to see a really good fair amount, and they were all talking about like the pageant system and like how Kimchi's parents don't know she does drag and like all the different bits and bobs. It was like really fascinating to get into their minds and just see how they've got here. So I really liked that. That's kind of one of the bits that I really think is good about RuPaul's Drag Race, because as much as it's funny, there is like a heart there. And I really think that comes through in the workroom stuff. So, you know, I want to see more of that and get to know like the real queens. So there's like a better connection, do you know what I mean? So we get to know them better. That's like half the fun. That's half the reason we watch it. So they're all like doing something really crazy different. Naysha's doing like drag on a dime, and she's obviously struggling. Like, darling, if you've never sewn a dress before and you know you're coming on the show, practice. Like, clearly someone was not in the scouts, because when you fail to prepare, prepare to fail, darling. I felt so sorry for Chi Chi, because like I have fallen in love with Chi Chi DeVayne. Can I just like, I loved her accent anyway. Like, you know this if you saw my Meet the Queens video. I am like fully in love with this bitch. She is so sweet and so cute. And then I was like, when she ripped her dress, I was like, oh no, like what's going on? Don't land in the bottom too, bitch. Side note, are like half of them not really, really good looking? Like, have they done this on purpose? Like, they are all like really kind of cute. And I'm like, I see what you did there, producers. You want to get yourself something? Eye candy sells. I mean, look at Pearl. Pearl Stan's gonna come for me. Also, can we take a moment for Naomi, right? Okay, Naomi's fucking fierce, right? That's a given. But, darling, those eyebrows, Jesus Christ, how far long do you want to paint your eyebrows? They went to like past her ear. Did you see that? Like, I get it, you've got a shaved head, but this is not like face. Makeup tip 101. I'm not even a makeup artist. I don't do makeup, but I know that your eyebrows should probably stop about here. And they just like kept going. She might as well like join them up. I've never heard of a reverse unibrow, but she's going for it. Like, I think every week they're just gonna get longer and longer and longer. So we get to the runway, and like the guest judge this week, oh my god, is who I thought originally from the trailer was Mary Kay Olsen, because like they look identical, is actually Nicole Richie from Atlanta, Georgia, and they will never go hungry again. Wrong Nicole, I know, but they're both like as fat as my finger, so you forgive me for getting them confused. So, right, the runway, the main bit, all the queens come out and they're doing their thing, and I'm like, okay, can we get real for a minute? No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade, cocoon, but seriously? I mean, I know Taylor, right? I'm not very good with this kind of thing, but seriously, I'm not being funny, but none of them were really that good. I mean, granted, Acid Betty's was pretty cool and Kimchi's was pretty cool, but the others, I was like, really? You've had like, you've seen these challenges for years and years, and you all know what you would do in that situation. You've now finally been given that, and I'm like, there just really wasn't that much exciting to look at. The majority of them, like, correct me if I'm wrong, like, if you think differently, let me know, but I was just like a bit underwhelmed with most of them. It's the first episode, make a goddamn good impression, and I just felt some of the queens had like really missed the mark. But we'll get to that because we need to talk. So like the 5 safe queens go, and can I just take a special moment for Bob the drag queen, because he was safe, but that dress was beautifully crafted. That was spectacular. Quite frankly, I feel that should have been at least top 3. Like, should have been kept on stage and said, you know what, you have made that look fantastic, because that was made out of curtains, like that's heavy material, and that looked really nice. I thought it was lovely. It was kind of like a 60s throwback. I thought there was way more going on there than they gave him credit for. So I felt Bob was a bit robbed. Robbed Bob, whatever. And usually, right, there's like top 3 and bottom 3 that are on stage, but there was 7, right? Let's put it this way, it felt like it was 2 tops and 5 bottoms. You know, it was about to be a party up in here, do you know what I'm saying? But it's also quite funny because they're clearly all bottoms. So Acid Betty and Kimchi are obviously in the top 2, but then from the rest of the chat from the judges, I was like, are they really putting Derek Barry in the top 3? Like, are they really? Is that, like, that's all I got from it. Like, am I wrong? I got that they were like, oh yeah, like, Derek Barry, yeah, you're top 3. Because no, you put 2 bras on, stuck on a bit of glitter, and then put some holly round your sneers. You had how long to make this? Like, no, Queen, no. And considering how much praise they were giving to Derek and how much they read Layla for having a very simple bottom half, like, bitch please, right, can we have some reality for a minute? Layla made that jacket from scratch. Like, literally made it, and I thought it was cracking. I actually thought she was going to be in the top 3. It's nice, it's not exactly what I would have gone for the post-apocalyptic, but you can see that she's trying to steer away from the camouflage and the thing that everyone did in season 4. You know, going for this kind of, you know, ashy, burnt look. And I thought it was really, really cool. Like, this little effect on the shoulder was fantastic. And they're like, yeah, the bottom half's a bit simple. And yet, literally, the person next to her was Derek Barry, who was wearing, like, dental floss as an outfit, and they're like, oh, it's really nice, it's really fun. So I was just like, this seems really weird, and the fact that then Layla ended up in the bottom 2, I was like, this is an absolute joke, because it wasn't that bad. Yes, her photo was awful, but it just felt really weird for them to be reading that her for something so basic as like, oh yeah, your bottom half is too simple, but the top half, everything was going on. Like, I've not really heard that kind of critique before, when there is clearly so much going on in the other half. So whatever, I'm over it, but I was just like, it feels a bit stupid. Especially since, like, if they're going to talk about simplicity, did you see what Dax was wearing? Like, it was a cute outfit, don't get me wrong, but it was giving more Barbie than Hello Kitty. Like, if she'd have made that in the Hello Kitty challenge, she'd have been sent home, because it wasn't interesting enough. There was, like, it was pink, and she stuck on, like, 2 Hello Kitty stickers, and she's like, yeah, it's Hello Kitty. As I say, nice outfit, but I thought she, like, missed the mark a little bit, and most of them I felt missed the mark. Kimchi obviously bringing a whole new meaning to Tiger Mum. Rawr. Naomi looked like Morticia Addams hadn't eaten anything for a few days. Like, she was kind of like giving like face, but also like emaciated face. She looks fierce. Like, Naomi is a fierce girl, but something about that whole outfit was a little bit off. And as well, they didn't pay any attention to that float. Like, the whole point of the challenge was the boat, and then they're like talking about her outfit, and I'm like, talk about the boat. That was the challenge. And oh my God, Robbie Turner, right? Funny queen, but darling. The hell were you wearing? You look like a snowman with pink eye. Call the authorities, I found patient 0. So Kimchi wins the challenge because she looks fierce, let's be real. She looks fierce and her photo was fantastic, but she won like, what was it, $3,000 worth of selfie sticks or something? Darling, first of all, who needs that amount of selfie sticks, right? What does Kimchi need selfie sticks for? She's got like a whole entourage. Have you seen her Instagram? She don't need no selfie sticks. She's got like people to do that shit for her. So Ru announces that Naysha Lopez and Layla McQueen fall into the bottom 2 and they have to lip sync for your life. And I was like, really? Like, yes, Naysha's outfit was a little bit like dodge, but I don't think it was that bad. And Layla's I thought was epic, so I felt she had literally no reason to be in the bottom two. But seriously, how did Robbie miss the elimination bullet, the lip sync for your life bullet, as it were? Because that outfit, come on, that outfit had no shape to it. It was dodgy. And yes, her photo was fantastic, but what's more important? Was the photo more important or was the challenge more important? Because I feel like the challenges should be more important. So for someone to have a bad photo and fall into the bottom two for that, but someone to fail the challenge and to be okay, I'm just like, I don't get it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just thought, to be honest, I felt there were more deserving people to be in the bottom two than either Naysha or Layla. If you agree with me, comment below, tell me who you felt should have been the bottom two. Even if one of them's the same, just like, who do you think should have been the bottom two? Because I think there's a lot of people that aren't happy with this bottom two. So let me know what you think. So they start lip sync for your life. The song is Applause by Lady Gaga, and there's like a lot of clapping going around. I mean, there is more clap on that stage than at the local clinic. So Layla turns it out in the lip sync for your life. I think she did a fantastic job. Naysha did all right, considering she was in this kind of like, you know, big old dress, gowny thing, but she was like doing a lot of this kind of thing, and she did the robot. Like, darling, you do the robot, you're signing your own death warrant. You know you're gonna go home, because every time a queen has done the robot, they go home. Seriously, do the statistics. They go home. You do the robot, you're done. Also though, I think it was pretty much a given that she was gonna be eliminated, because you can't say elimination without Naysha. Elimination. Naysha. The thing is though, I feel really sorry for Naysha. I felt she is a fantastic queen, and I know that she could have brought a lot to the stage, and I think everyone there was really quite shocked that she went home so soon and first. I think people were expecting her to go a lot longer. So it was a shame. She's clearly talented, and it was a shock for her. Like, my heart was breaking when she was like trying to hold back the tears like on the stage, and as well when she was writing the message, you could see that that was like painful for her, because she didn't expect to be going home first, and she got like a very sweet edit in the end. But I just feel like it was a shame, because she's got so much more to bring. But I know at the same time, you have to be able to give something. Like, the first challenge is always making something. If that's the first dress you've made, you know it's going to happen. Why would you not practice? I think these are basic things. Like, if you get the call to be on RuPaul's Drag Race and you've never made something before, you need to practice. You've got a little while, you need to practice. You know, if you're not comedy queen, or you don't know who you're going to do for Snatch Game, you need to choose someone and practice and get it down. You know these things are coming. So part of me is like, I felt sorry for her, and the other part was like, you know, you should have practiced. But either way, a bit of a shocker, and I felt really sorry for her. So, yeah. But yes, so thank you very much for joining me for the Kiki this week. Oh my God, we're back. Can you believe it? Season 8, we are back. The Kiki is back. I'm back. You're back. Like, girl, let's get to talking. So, yes, to reiterate, comment below anything you want. Don't forget to drop this video a thumbs up. Also, if you have not already, hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, then you will see in your feed the Kiki. Click it. Click it! Also, to continue the conversation, follow me on social media. I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Just search for Chris Says It. You should find me. Follow me, say hi, all that jazz. But until next time, guys, be good, be safe, keep out of trouble, because I know what you guys are like. Bitches. Stay fierce, and all that jazz. Keep commenting, and I will see you guys next week for episode 2. Yes! But yes, see you next time, guys. Take care. Bye! Mwah! Hugs the body quite nicely, and I think looks really nice and very flattering. The pattern of these, I think, is fantastic. It's what initially drew me to this brand,